What is going on YouTube? Dirty South Outdoors back with another video, and today we are doing a review of the Swamp Runner SPS with a 459 Predator engine. And now I've had this for probably a month or so. I haven't had any problems out of the motor or the shaft really. I've kept it greased. I've ran two different props on it so far. I've ran a 9.5 and a 8. I did buy this motor used, and the 9.5 came on it. It was way too big and bogged the motor down. So I ended up buying an 8, and it's been running a whole lot better here lately. Been getting by myself with one person. I've been getting about a top speed of 18 with two people. Drops it down to about 15 or 16. That is with the 8-inch prop. This motor does have both electric and pull start. I have not set up the electric start. I have used it, but I don't have it set up on the boat. I've deleted the oil cutoff switch, and besides that, it's just honestly been a good motor for what it is. I decided to go with this motor because it's a whole lot more affordable than your typical outboard, and I tend to see people have less problems out of these. No water pump, they're air cooled, just shaft driven. You tend to have a lot less problems out of a motor like this. But I'll give y'all a close-up walk around of it, and then we'll go from there, and I'll give you some of the pros, the cons, and what I think y'all should do about this motor. I did get an 8-inch prop from the Swamp Runner website, and this is the 100-inch shaft motor. Overall, it's been a pretty decent motor. Like I said, I've just kept everything greased. I've changed the oil, and I bought that prop. But besides that, it's just been running like it's brand new, honestly. I have it on a 15-foot boat that is 4.5 foot wide at the bottom. So I mean, it is a bigger boat, and so for it to be pushing this 15 to 18 miles an hour, depending on your weight and who you have in there, I think that's pretty good. Used, these will run you about $800 with the full setup. I'm not sure about new. I believe this is $400 or $500 from the Swamp Runner website, and that's probably $400 or $500 from Harbor Freight, since that is the Honda clone. Like I said, we'll sit down, talk about the pros, the cons, and then we'll take this out on the water, and I'll let y'all get a quick view of it. Well guys, we made it inside where it's a little cooler. It's up to the 100 degrees outside this week, so if we ain't making no motion, we gonna be in the AC. Alright, so straight to the point. My biggest cons about the mud motor. I gotta say it's because it has no reverse. That becomes a problem unloading, loading, and around docks, maybe in coves, places like that. You really gotta learn how to use the shaft to turn around, how to spin on a dime. You just kind of gotta figure it out as you go. It's not one of those things that you just get in the boat and instantly know how to use. The oil cutoff switch. It was a big problem until I disconnected it. Whenever you would go to put the prop down into the water and the motor would angle like this, the motor would cut off, and it would suck, especially if there was a bunch of waves or you were in a bad spot that you just kind of needed to get out of. Let's think of what else you guys could do. You just kind of got to find what prop shaft works best for you. I tried to watch a bunch of videos on YouTube, on TikTok, but it was more or less just trying to figure out what kind of works best for me. What I like about it, it's dummy proof. I mean, it doesn't take nothing crazy to run. If you can start a small engine, run a lawnmower, you can drive this motor. It's just a shaft driven prop. That's all it is. I've hit it on rocks. I've run it on sand. Um, it's just a very bulletproof motor compared to your outboard. You can run through grass, run through rocks. They're good on rivers. They're good in marshes. Places where outboards would struggle, that's where these really shine. They're not speed demons, but they get you where you need to go, and they get you where you need to go reliably. Like I said, it was a 15-foot boat with a 4.5-foot bottom, and with one person, myself, 180 pounds, I can run about 18 miles an hour, give or take the conditions. With two people, approximately, both 180 pounds, we would run about 15 miles an hour. Now that takes us down about 3 miles an hour in speed. It still gets you down the lake, still gets you on the water. But like I said, if you're looking for a speed demon, a mud motor is not for you. You can get a little bit more speed and power out of a surface drive, but that's just because those are belt driven. But also those cost a little bit more money. So overall, do I think this mud motor is worth it? For the money, yes. I mean, for $800, you're gonna get, you're not even getting a 5 horsepower outboard or a 2.5 horsepower outboard. And like I said, with those, I'm constantly hearing of people having problems, water pumps, carburetors, fuel injection. There's numerous problems that can go wrong with these. There's maybe 4 max that can go wrong with that one that I have, the mud motor. So yeah, I would definitely recommend, especially if you're in shallow water, rocky water, and you're not looking for speed, you're just looking to get out there, hunt, fish. Yeah, I would definitely recommend this mud motor. Now, is it the most versatile? Nah. Is it the easiest to move around with, to get to places? No, not really. But for the price, for the affordability, and for what you're paying, I definitely think it's a good way to get your boat out on the water, to get you some. I'll say this is way better than paddling. But all right, we'll get out there on the water and I'll show y'all how it runs. Shoo! Well, guys, we got the boat out here. Let's jump on it and get started. Well, guys, we got out here. We'll fire this mud motor up and we'll run it around for you for a little bit. Usually starts about second or third pull. Oh. That made me look like a liar. So, this is idle right here. Let's see what the phone says it is. It says we're idling between 4 and 5 miles an hour. I don't know if you guys can see that. I guess the main thing y'all are wondering is the top speed. So I guess we'll turn into the open water and we'll open it up. SPS Swamp Runner. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.